Hello guys, welcome to another CCNA video in our tech therapy. Today we are going to learn how to create a simple network topology by using an awesome free tool called Cisco Packet Tracer. And if you like the video, please don't forget to subscribe our channel and bell the notification icon for future video. So let's get started. So before creating our network topology direct into the Cisco Packet Tracer, I prefer we need to create a scratch copy. So I choose the pane software of the Windows. Here you see I choose a subnet for our network topology 192.168.100.0, which will be the 24 subnet. Then we need some device. So as a first device I choose a end user device, which is PC. Okay, so we call it PC1. Then we need a Cisco switch, and we need another switch 2, and we bring another switch 3. Then last device we choose a router. So now this will be our network topology and we have to configure this way. So let's do the same in our Cisco Packet Tracer like this. Here you see I just bring Cisco Packet Tracer, and there is a logical portion and also a physical portion, and here you see is a real time and simulation. Simulation we will discuss later. Right now we are going to bring our devices first. So here is a left corner, you see network device and then end device, components, cables, then many other things. So first of all we need an end device, right? So our first device is a PC. So I choose the end device tab, then I choose here PC and I bring it here. You can zoom it or zoom out from here, better for visualizing the device. Then we need a switch, right? Okay, so we choose the network devices, and you know a network devices have many other types like routers, switches or hubs, wireless devices. So we choose switch tab, choose the Cisco 2960 version switch, and here we put it. Then we need other two switches, these two. For these two I choose 13560 switch and another is 3650. Then we need the last device, router. So I choose network router tab, then I choose 4331 model Cisco router and put it here. So you see by default Cisco Packet Tracer showing the device model and also give a default name like switch 1, and for this multi-layer switch 2, multi-layer switch 3 and router 1, those are the default name, and also showing the model. So if you don't want model number here, then you can off it from option, then preference, then show device model labels. You have to check it out. There are no saving option, so you don't need to worry about it. Just cross it. We don't see the model anymore. Exactly same way you can remove the name from here, but actually we need it. Just understand one thing, that Cisco Packet Tracer you can do anything or everything what you can do when you buy a physical Cisco switch or Cisco router. Now we going to give a user friendly name for those devices. I think PC1 it's okay, and switch 1 we are going to change this name. Just click on it, switch 1, one click, then there is a text box and you can remove it by selecting. Then you can give your name, access switch, then I name it core 1 switch, then I name it core 2 switch, and router 1 I think it's okay. Now we are going to do most interesting part, the cabling part. So here is the cable tab. There are lots of options for cabling. So the basic thing is when we connecting two different devices like PC and layer 2 switches, the cabling standard is a straight through cable, right? And when we are connecting two similar devices like switch to another switch, then we choose the cross cable, right? So crossover or straight through, whatever it is, we choose always the copper unshielded twisted cable like UTP. So there are two different standard, but most of the modern devices like PC, switches, router does not mind if we even choose crossover or a straight through cable. The device automatically find out and build a connection. But standard we have to follow. There is a option, automatic option, then packet tracer automatically choose which cable standard should be implemented. Like this, I choose this one and I connect PC1 to access switch. So you see a straight through cable because this is two different device. Then we connect again the access switch to core 1, and this time you see that there is a dot, so it is actually mentioning that crossover connection. Then we again choose access switch to core 2 and it is again crossover. Then we have to build another connection with core 1 to core 2. Then we click there and we need to create the last connection with core 1 to router 1. So all of our statro and crossover connection done. So our cable is implemented. Now you see another thing, the access switch to PC1 connection is established very successfully. That's why it's green color, and access switch to core 1 switch also built successfully. That's why it's showing us green color. But access switch to core 2 and core 2 to core 1 connection is not established well. That's why it's showing us red color, because this access switch is actually layer 2 access switch, so it is started automatically in Cisco packet tracer. But those are the multi-layer, I mean layer 3 switches. For these two actually we use two different model. One is 3560, another is 3650. So this one have a power option. You see this, it's a power connected, but this one has no power option here. So we have to implement the power facility first. So we are going to power up the switch, and how can we do it? Just dragging this portion to switches and done. Fun, right? Now what happened, we just seeing the status is changing. So finally all the switches just connected with each other, so those all are green. But something happened here, it's actually showing us orange color circle icon. Why it is? It is actually a cross checking with STP protocol. STP means spanning tree protocol. When in a network have several switches, there is a probability to happen loop problem or loop error. So Cisco use this STP protocol to resolve this loop error. So access switch directly connected with core 1 and core 2, but only at the moment communicate via core 2. That is the spanning tree protocol concept, and you will learn much about it when we simulation any packet from PC1 to router 1 or router 1 to PC1. Okay, let's move on. Okay, now you see those are the interface number showing in every device, FA0, FA0/1 or gig 1/0/1. Those are the actually our interface or port number we using for this cable connecting. And if you want to remove those interface number from here, you can do that also from option preferences and then allow show port labels, then cross it. So you see those interface number just gone. Now here we go, you see all those connection are established, but core 1 to router 1 is not established. So is there anything to power up feature for this router also? Just check it out. See, here is no power option. It is not actually the power problem for a router. You have to configure and reboot it whenever you implement a new router in your network environment or network topology. So you have to configure it. Here you see it is a physical tab, then config tab. You can install all the necessary information from graphical user interface. But the most amazing part for a Cisco switch and router is CLI. CLI is acronym for command line interface, and it is very beautiful thing Cisco developed over the time. You have to enter, then you see I am now in the user mode. So Cisco IOS have 4 different mode. First mode called user mode, where we actually at the moment located. We are now in user mode, then privilege mode, then global configuration mode, then configuration sub mode. Upper mode where we can do much more things for configuring our router and switches, and lower mode actually is a much more restricted mode. We can modify anything in the user mode or privilege mode. We have to go upper mode like global configuration mode or configuration sub mode. So at the moment we are trying to start our router 1, so that's why we have to go the highest configuration sub mode. We are going to do that exactly. So enable command just make us one upper layer. You see this is greater than sign and it is actually hash sign. So we are now in privilege mode. Now we using another command, configure terminal. So now you see it's a hash, but before that is called config. That means we are now in global configuration mode. Now we have to go configuration sub mode, which is the highest level of iOS mode. Interface, we need the interface number for router. Before that we actually remove it. Now we have to see that port number or interface number. So see, it is actually gig 0/0/0. So interface space gig space 0/0/0, then enter config if. That means it is actually configuration sub mode or highest level mode. Now we doing what actually we try to do. No shutdown. The router status at the moment is shutdown. That means it is off, but we are try to do start it. So we have to declare it like this, no shutdown, then enter, then another enter. Now you see the status is changed, the red icon is gone, and here is also going another STP, which will change automatically after a few minutes. But now the connection is established and the router is started. So see, the spanning tree protocol gone and the core 1 to router 1 connection established very well, and router 1 is now power on. So today we learned how to use Cisco Packet Tracer, how to use devices, and the basic configuration. In our next Cisco Packet Tracer tutorial, which is actually the final one, we will configure the IPs for our PC and router, and then we use few protocols like ICMP, ARP by using simple PDU packet, and we will simulate packet routing. Then we also show you a complex PDU by using more complex protocol like HTTP and HTTPS. So see you in our next tutorial. I hope this will be informative for you guys, and if you think the same, then please don't forget to share it with your friends. Thank you and goodbye.